Hey,
Hello. Can you
how's
guys
it
hear
going,
us
you guys?
and see us? Are we live? I kind of started our live stream on the back end, but I didn't push go live on the other end at first. You know me, technical difficulties. That's the name of the game. What's going on, everybody?
How are you guys doing today?
Welcome back to another riveting episode of Real Talk with SLR. And today we are hunkering down because there is a lot of snow.
Yes, there's
lot.
a lot of snow on the ground.
Yeah, I made a short and I posted it on SimpleLifeReclaimed. Thank you for all the birthday love on there, and also for my brother Anthony. We appreciate you guys. But that was the day that we were getting dumped on. It was like actively snowing at that time that I made that short.
Yeah.
And now it's just kind of accumulated a bit more. Some of it has kind of fizzled away a little bit, but it's really fluffy.
Yes.
Very, very fluffy. So I'm going to pop in here and see what I could see. I'm not in the live chat yet, so I don't know who to say hi to. Just give me 1 second.
But yes, it is Melanie's birthday.
It's
Happy,
my
happy
birthday.
birthday, baby girl.
Yay. Thank you, babe. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, Anthony's birthday was on Sunday, and now my birthday is today. And we have big plans to do nothing. Big plans to do a whole lot of
We're
nothing.
gonna enjoy your birthday.
Yes. No, it's going to be a great day. We are going to take the kids sledding here in just a little while and go skeeting down. So it's going to be fun. It'll be a good time.
I'm gonna try not to allow her to clean anything today. It's gonna be a challenge.
It is going to be a challenge. I'm like
She's-
manic cleaner.
I can't literally go one. I can't leave her alone, in that aspect. To, not.
You can't
allow
trust
you.
me not to clean.
Well, yeah. Well, you just can't help it.
I can't. You have OCD with your things and numbers and math and stuff like that. And me, I have my OCD things with everything has its own place. And also scheduling and timing. I'm pretty on top of that.
Yeah.
So, but we work really well together. Peanut butter jelly time, you feel me and I feel you, and it works out.
Yes.
Gary TP says 29 and holding on tough, man. Holding on tough. Now, you guys all know how old I am. I'm not afraid of my age. What's the alternative, right? I keep saying that. I'm not afraid to get older because the only alternative is you die.
Yeah.
And I'm not ready for that yet. Although I know where I'm going when that day happens. I'm just, I still have a whole lot more life to live. But with every birthday, some people, they feel very bad about their birthday. Oh, I'm getting so old. And me, I look at it like it's a blessing. I'm very happy to have been given the opportunity to be here another year. And I look forward to what this year is going to have. Because I know a lot of people, more people than I can count, that did not get to make it to my age that I am right now.
No.
So it's a blessing. It's a very big blessing. Greg and Gina says, you guys sent us that nasty snow. Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
Man, I'm happy with it, honestly. It's today I think it was colder this morning than even last year's Arctic blast.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, but at the same time, it wasn't. You know what I mean? It wasn't as windy as I feel like as it was last Arctic blast.
So last Arctic blast, we did not get nearly as much snow.
No.
Right now, we have a ton of powder, right?
Yeah.
Which is going to be super fun to play in later and go sliding down and everything. The last couple times we would get powder, but we would get a really thick sheet of ice under it first.
Correct.
Because what would happen, at least last year, we'd get just enough, dense snow, and then it would be a day of melting.
Up literally the next day, and if not over freezing, it would warm up enough to where that bottom layer would be instant solid.
Yeah, ice. Yeah. So we don't have that this time. I mean, who knows though? Weather-wise, and it changes every day, but we actually have the next few days are going to be nice and sunny, where I imagine some things are going to be melting off. But I was just talking to David, and David was saying that starting on Sunday, it's going to be a big week of rain, and that rain could still turn into more snow. So I don't know. We're going to keep an eye on it. This week should be pretty sunshiny, but we still have all the snow everywhere. So it definitely
Yeah. I
Changes.
think the high today is what, 17 or something like that?
Yeah,
Or
17.
which is like, yeah, that's a little chilly.
Oh, everybody's in here telling me happy birthday. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Y'all are the best. I just wanted to share a little part of it with you guys and pop on here. We're going to do a Q&A. We did post a video on Simple Life Reclaimed where we're buttoning up those babies. I'll give you a little something. It didn't happen yet, but I might be sharing a birthday with those bunnies. Now, I marked my calendar and I had it on my calendar for the 15th because that's when I wanted to put in the nesting boxes and stuff. But I think actually 31 days is either today or it might even be tomorrow.
No.
Like be the legit 31 days later. So, but I just know that I put on my calendar rabbits on the 15th because I was like, well, we gotta do that.
Yeah. So I mean, it hasn't happened just yet, but
yeah, not yet. But
not yet.
There's still time. I might still be sharing a birthday with those bunnies. We'll see. We'll see how that all works out. Let's see. I'm gonna say hi to everybody that decided to pop into the chat today on a random live stream on Real Talk. And I apologize for not doing one yesterday. It's just been it's been a very nice, relaxing time, and the kids are home because of all of the snow, and so it definitely,
I have a feeling they might be off tomorrow.
I think so too. Tomorrow, it's very likely because there's this one hill when you're coming out to the 4136 where if there's any kind of snow or ice or anything like that, or even heavy rain, the buses, they won't come out this way, and if the bus won't come out this way, then they cancel the school, at least for the students out here, so. Let's see. So David Taylor, hey, good to see you in here, and Linda, and Lila, and Lori, and Brown Eyed Girl, and Terry, and David, and Diane, and Brian, and Heather, and Melissa, and Ridge Life, and Dink and Tank, and Chance, and Frank, and Robert, and Emma, and Elise, and Susie, and Jean, and Brian, and Joel, and Firefly, and Francis, and Ryan, and Sandra. You guys are all amazing. Rebecca. Heather. Huh?
Hey ho.
Oh.
Hey ho.
Hi ho.
Hey ho.
Hi ho.
Yeah, exactly.
And Gary and Greg and Gina and John. I can go down all day. You guys are so amazing. Thank you for being here with us today. So while I am chatting with you guys, you guys are so smart. Maybe not necessarily, well, no, you guys are so smart for sure. What I was going to say is maybe some of the comments that we get on Simple Life Reclaimed, they don't always come over here to Real Talk to find out the questions to or the answers to their questions. I wish they would. We're going to try to spread the news a little bit, but you guys are really super smart. I learned something yesterday, or maybe it was the day before yesterday. I think it was yesterday. I learned something, guys. I learned something. You guys took me back to school, and I learned. Who knew it without actually having to Google it? And I mean, it's okay. It is what it is. But I had no idea that hot water would freeze faster than cold water. Apparently, it's a scientific fact. And I mean, I had seen the challenges where people take boiling water and they go outside and they throw the pot of boiling water into the air when it's all snowy, and then it like instantly freezes. I've seen that trick before. I've seen those like videos that go viral. But I thought that was like a boiling water thing, like that the molecules had to be bouncing around.
Yep.
I've never seen anybody do it with lukewarm water and that happen. I've never seen anybody do it with cold water and have that happen. So I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I learned, circling all back, sorry, I learned that at least they told me that if I was to use warm water and put it out for my rabbits, that's a no-no, and that's actually going to make it freeze a lot faster.
No.
Well, I'm happy to report that the water did not freeze any faster. We were checking on it on Baby Watch.
No.
So the lukewarm water, in our experience, does not indeed freeze faster. I think there's a whole debate on it. When I was searching on Google, there seems to be several different sides of that fence. What side do you guys fit on?
I feel like it's more so in the sense of, like, boiling water.
Yeah, boiling.
Boiling water, I could see that, because of the energy content of it, right?
Right.
But even hot water coming out of your faucet, like, you're supposed to have it, 120 or below 120, closer to like 110, 115.
Oh, unless you have that heater cranked all the way up there.
Miss you over here, man. I have to Yeah.
I take a shower and I come out looking like rock lobster.
I'm like, you're not supposed to do that, all right? But yeah.
Yeah. Lori says that she knew that. I knew that. Yeah, I knew that about the boiling water, but I didn't think that. I always thought that because the way that my brain works, all right, I'm not a scientist, I'm not the math person, all right? That's just not my forte. But I was just, the path of logic, at least the way that my brain saw it, was that, hey, if it's warmer, it's going to have to drop those degrees to get to freezing. And so since you're putting more numbers on that side of the scale, at least that's how I saw it. Obviously, I was wrong, and I can admit when I'm wrong.
So it's weird.
Yeah.
It is weird. But I mean,
so now I learned and now y'all learned if you didn't know that.
I mean, it's so weird. Honestly, it's the oddest thing to me personally, because in my brain still, I feel like warmer water, like just warm water. I'm not saying hot.
No, not hot at all.
I'm not saying like boiling hot. I'm just saying like lukewarm. All right. Now my warm and her warm are two different things.
True.
Right? So
true.
I mean, it might be a misconstruction of that aspect, but at that same time, scientifically, what is warm?
Firefly says it has to do with the molecules moving in a rapid frenzy. The stage right before freezing. Been a while since I learned all that stuff in physics.
No.
See, I never took any of those types of classes.
That kind of stuff does happen with boiling water. It does. But at what point is warm and what is cold at that aspect? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Because there has to be a cutoff. That's the thing I do like about science, though, too. And like mathematically and everything else, there's a point. So does the water have to be 33 degrees for it to last longer? Because 32 is freezing? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or is it, you can do it within a range of, say, like the 68? Because groundwater is normally about 68 degrees, 56 to 68, right in that ballpark, normally. So,
I don't know.
What's warm?
I don't know. I'm probably still going to be doing it with just the
I feel
regular...
like warm is 86, but... 86
well, and
degrees,
it definitely
what
wasn't that. I would say it was probably in like the 70s, the water that we used for them. It was probably like in the 70s.
So, yeah. I mean,
I'm probably going to keep doing it, too.
I don't know. Scientifically, that's the thing that makes me sit there and like, because I know it does it with the hot water, like hot water, like
and
boiling
then
water.
John Bailey says they always said don't put hot water on your car windshields to melt the ice because it will crack it. I did know that.
Yes.
I know that you don't want to do like hot with glass because it will for sure crack it. Or even with
plastics or even
anything that's like rigid. Like that. I knew that.
Because it's brittle at that point.
Right. Because the cold is so brittle. Yeah, and you're like heating it up too fast, that'll break it. I knew that. I did know that.
And it's the same thing, technically, if your hands get cold or if your body gets cold, you're not supposed to put your hands in hot water or, go into hot water because that creates the same aspect inside of your, the nerves and blood vessels and everything else in your whatever body part it is, So that's why they always say body heat is the best.
Yeah.
To warm up.
Ridge Life says, if the bowl has ice in it and you add hot water and it melts, you have more cool water. Yeah. Ding, ding. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. What we did, though, is we have those little rabbit little nippler things, and the metal part that they lick on to get the water out, that's what froze the little ball inside that stick. And so then we take that inside and we heat that up, and then we fill up their plastic, container. The container thing with just like
cold water.
I say it's lukewarm because it's in the 70s. Warm. It's not warm, but it's not cold. Like the water that comes out of our pipes right now is a step above freezing. It's very, very cold. Yeah. So it's not very, very cold. That's why I'm saying it's like lukewarm, not hot.
But that's where I'm saying, like, that's where it makes me wonder on that aspect.
Yeah. Drew's Lens is in the house. What's going on, Drew? How's it going, sir? Good to see you in here, gang, gang. He says, hey, everyone, I'm working, so I can't chat much, but I love y'all. Well, thank you for being here, sir. I see Possum runs in here. Hey. What's going on, girlfriend? I hope you're feeling better and that cold has finally gotten away from you. Believe it or not, I still have that stupid lingering cough, but I think it's just a part of me now. It's just because I've become one with the cough. Marilyn Bryson says, sorry I'm late. You're not late. You're just in time. Mm-hmm. Just in time. Today is going to be a very good day, though. We're just literally chilling today. I'm going to go outside and play in the snow with the kids, maybe make some snow angels. And we did get the kids some sleds, and we got 3 of them. And the very first day that the kids went out and played was the day that all the snow was coming down. I made that short and stuff. Kids went outside, were playing, and then, you know, a little while later they come back up and they said, well, we broke 2 of the sleds. The very first day, I'm like, man, you guys are so hard on stuff. But it wasn't really their fault. It was just that rigid cold. And it's that thing that we were talking about where even like the plastic cracks and stuff. So yeah. I don't know. They broke 2 of the 3 sleds. 2 of them. So we're down to 1, but we're still going to have fun with it, darn it. We're still going to have a good time with it.
When I find one of those old school sleds, like, you know,
the wooden ones.
The wooden ones with the flat metal like skids on them and everything else like that, yeah.
As long as it's not sharp, because that like gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I know. I get you on that one.
So, fun fact, some people know this, some people don't know this. Probably most of you don't know this. I am like terrified of going ice skating or any of those kinds of things with blades and ice. I never used to be, but I've been traumatized by that. So my niece Brittany, you guys have seen her on the channel, and she's fine with me saying this. It is what it is. Brittany and I experienced severe trauma when she was younger. About 11 years old, we took her ice skating, and it was for our nephew's birthday party. They got a skating rink birthday party in Las Vegas, and it was at like a rink place. And anyway, long story short, she fell on the ice, and a skater came by and cut off her finger. And so I was in charge of watching the kids, the tip of her finger. And so I was in charge of watching the kids at the time. So I have all this guilt and blame and everything on me because I was like the responsible adult at the time. It was a freak accident, but like, and she's freaking out and she's covered in blood. And like, I literally took the finger in a cup and we're in the ambulance going to the hospital trying to figure out if we can get this sucker re-sewed on or what. And no, so now she's just missing part of her finger. But Brittany and me, both of us now since that happened, and it was such a freak out kind of a thing. And I feel so, I mean, it happened to her. It didn't happen to me. But having it happen to her when she was a kid and she's looking to me for like, what do I do? It freaked both of us out to the point where I don't like ice skating. I don't like anything with blades on it. Haven't taken our kids to go do any of that stuff because I'm so freaked out by it. Very, very traumatizing. It was bad. Yeah. So, yay, there's a trauma story. And it happened at a birthday party, so it all goes around full circle. Anyway. Yeah. Sorry, squirrel. Yeah. Trauma. Yeah. It was bad, guys. It was bad. But no, that's several years, so many years ago now. That's like almost... Well, how old is... It's like 9 years ago now. Oh. About. So...
Somewhere around in that
Somewhere
ballpark.
Around in there, yeah. But she's tough, but I swear, like, even if we watch it on movies and stuff, like, during this Christmas time, me and Brittany were sitting watching movies and everything, and that part would go on. We just both look over at each other, and we're like... we're like, no. But Brittany's coming over today. She's going to spend some time with me. And so is my mom. She's going to come over too. We'll see about pushing them down the hill too. But we got to be careful with Brittany because she is expecting. And yeah, so I don't know if we can actually even put her on the sled. Probably a bad idea.
It's a bad idea.
We'll let her be the vlogger.
I keep trying to have to be the voice of reason with that one in that aspect. Like,
well, I'm the voice. I mean.
Yeah, I know, but like. Everybody was like, she tried to go and jump onto the pogo stick, and I looked over at her like, no,
wait a minute.
No, and all you guys were like, yeah, I'm all, no, that's not a good idea at all.
Don't throw me under the bus.
Nobody thought about it at all, and I said, dude, what are you thinking?
So Brittany is like halfway there with her pregnancy, just about, but she's like not even showing yet, and I'm like, man, you're so lucky. By the time when I was halfway there with my first, I was already had a love seat butt and everything. Like I was giant when I got pregnant. She's not even really showing very much at all or anything yet. I have a feeling though, right when she gets to the very end, it's gonna be boom. So we'll see. I don't know. Exciting times, guys. Exciting times.
It might.
Exciting times. O'Rourke's Littlefield says, my mom slammed her mom's finger in a car door and it cut the tip off. Oh, her dad had a heart attack and she was in a hurry. Oh, I could see that, you know, like, and that's double trauma, right? Because you're trying to go and like rescue somebody or somebody's in need. So you're rushing and so you're trying to do it fast. And then, so it's like trauma on top of trauma. I feel for her. That sucks. You get through it though. You get through it. Oh, Drew's lens. I saw that, and that seriously, that hit me for days. I saw that one was one of those things that I had wish I hadn't seen.
People don't ever really think about that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, like, oh, yeah.
Is that what they're called? Rhonda Ray of Sunshine? You need a toboggan to sled with. They are fun. Happy birthday, Mel. Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. Is the ones that we have the toboggan kind?
I think that's what they're called. I want to say.
It's like plastic.
Well, no. The one that I want to get. The wooden ones with the
metal
rail sleds and everything. Mm-hmm. Like, from what I remember, because I did use them a few times and whatnot. The rail, like this.
As long
like
as the railing underneath
isn't
isn't like a blade.
No. Well, from what I remember on the one that I rode in Idaho when I was a kid, the string or whatever that you pull on, you had like footholds, and then you had the string that you could pull on and hold on to and everything, but that string also acted as like your brake.
Yeah.
To where you can pull back on it, and it would pull down the back, like, plate.
It would like put like a stick down in there, right? So that way it would like grab, like a claw that would come out, like you pull and it like puts the claw down or something. I've seen those. I don't think I've ever used them personally because I didn't grow up anywhere where there was ever snow. To go play in the snow, you had to drive like an hour and a half up the mountain and stuff because so in Las Vegas, they do have Mount
Magazine.
No, Mount Magazine's out here.
Mount Magazine's out here, yeah.
Mount Charleston.
Mount Charleston.
It's been a while.
It's been a minute, yeah.
No, they do have Mount Charleston out there, and you can go up there. They also have Bryan Head, which is out in Utah, and that's like a 3-hour drive from Vegas. And so, like, we did go do that, you know, but that was a once in a while kind of a thing.
Type of thing, yeah. And it gets tricky trying to get up to Mount Charleston and even Bryan Head here and there, you know, and in Vegas, at least back in the day and whatnot, there wasn't really Amazon, you know, there wasn't anything like that, and they had eBay, but we would have to get like tire chains to be able to go up there at certain points and everything, and trying to find that at a local store was like almost impossible in Vegas. So
Rhonda Ray of Sunshine says the tobago are made of wood and you wax the underside to make it fast. That sounds like the ticket for me because I'm just sketched out by any of those metal things on the bottom. It just seeing it, like, I hate to use the word like, oh, I'm triggered, but it like triggers me. I hate to use that because it's so, you know, I don't even have to say it, but you guys already know. But yeah, but it does something. It like, so.
Well, I want to find a good spot out here where it's a ski resort and everything. Like,
I don't know if Arkansas has any of those though, because we only get snow so infrequently out here, and it does. So now.
Well, I mean, like, so ski resorts, right? So same thing like Mount Charleston. A lot of it was man-made snow. It wasn't the best at all. Like, it was really sketch at certain points because you'd have like a 30-foot to like 100-foot patch of ice at like every corner almost. And when you're trying to turn on ice ain't fun when you're snowboarding or anything else like that.
You guys are so awesome. Look at all these happy birthday wishes. You guys are the best. I
want to find something like that though and take all of us up there because I know that they do like sledding and everything else like that too.
Yeah.
And whatnot. But
yeah.
I would like to do that. That would be fun.
I would like to. Our best bet for something like that would probably be like Missouri.
Probably.
I bet you they would have something like that in Missouri because they have more stuff there for.
I'm curious on that.
You know, I don't know, but we're still learning this area, guys. We've literally moved out here and have done nothing but build. This last summer was our first time that we ever got to explore and go camping and do anything else in this area. And we had a blast doing it, but we still, didn't do that much. We did a lot of building with the animal pens, and we did a lot of more foundational work. We've talked this to death now, so we don't need to rehatch it, but we haven't gone and explored a lot of these areas around here. And I definitely want to take some time to do that too, you know? And every year that we're out here, we'll learn more and explore more. And you guys are great with the suggestions, so I always appreciate you guys with that. Let me see. I'm trying to look for any kind of your guys' questions or comments.
I see Melissa saying, what did Gary give you for your birthday, Mel? I did not give her anything, like, physically, other than I'm going to be cleaning the house and keeping sure that the house is as clean as possible and keeping the kids' rain down to where she doesn't have to lift a finger. And she's going to get a nice steak dinner with a baked potato and some asparagus and whatnot tonight. And she does have some, we do have some idea or plans later on. She is going to get herself a computer as well and whatnot. But
we're going to build one for
completely
myself, but I'm not going to get it probably until like the end of the month or something.
No.
So.
No, that won't happen until a little later on and whatnot.
Yeah, but it's okay. But I don't have any, Mike and Lissa got me a physical gift. They got me a foot soak. Because last time Lissa was over here and we were doing like pedicures and stuff, I have this foot soaker and literally got it all full of hot water. I'm like, yeah, we're going to have us a girls' day, get all the stuff out, put the little foot bombs and stuff in there, and go to turn it on and wah, wah, wah. I'm all, dang, Lissa, I'm sorry. At least you can at least just soak your feet, but it's supposed to have bubbles and like heat. It broke. So she got me a new one. So thank you, Lissa. I appreciate it. So I'm going to definitely take advantage of that later. Maybe I'll get the kids to work on, to do my feet or something. The kids have been having a heyday with the nail polish.
They have been having a heyday with the nail polish, man.
I'll just say, poor lady. Poor lady. Lady got a pedicure. Lucy got a pedicure. Lola got a pedicure. All of our dogs have painted toenails right now. And I'm like, well, hey, if the kids are in the mood, maybe they can do my feet too. But no, I don't need any gifts. My best gift is the family's company and being able to relax and enjoy some time. And the clean house is a big one, like, because I have to do it every day. Like my family, I'm not trying to throw my family under the bus, but they don't clean unless I turn into a raving lunatic, and I don't like doing that. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. But my family, they're completely blind to anything, and they're cluttery. They don't put things away, and then I'm constantly writing everybody and being the nag, and I don't like being that. I would rather that my family like me and we then be nagging at everyone all the time, and it doesn't make a difference anyway. Like all the nagging in the world isn't going to change it, and all it's going to do is make everyone not like me. So certain battles you give up, and those are certain battles that I just give up. But having it done for me today without having to nag or ask or anything, it's pretty awesome. I do have to say it's pretty awesome.
That was her biggest ask for her birthday.
It was my biggest ask.
So I said, all right, I'm going to stay on top of this one. And I'm going to make sure, make sure those kids are in line and good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm getting a juicy steak tonight. And I'm getting company of Brittany and my mom and Anthony and Rox and Gary and the kids. Good times. Very good times.
Yeah.
Very, very good times. Greg says, crack the whip. I can crack the whip, and I do crack the whip when I need to, right? Like on spring cleaning and stuff, and I'm like, nobody's turning on the TV. This is what's happening. But to do that day in and day out,
Well, the biggest thing is right now, too, there's snow on the ground. And with the snow, what happens? If anybody goes outside, how many layers of clothing do they have to put on?
Yeah.
So having 5 people, that amount of just clothing alone makes it look cluttery. So I understand your, frustration certain points here and there, if it's just with clothes per se.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. It's all good.
Needless to say anything else.
O'Rourke Littlefield. Kevin thinks putting dishes in the sink is cleaning up. I cook, he should clean up. Hey, I died on that hill a long time ago. Gary hasn't done a dish in 14 years. That's why we eat on a lot of paper plates.
It's all right. All right. It's all right. I did get you a dishwasher. So,
I'm not complaining.
I'm just saying.
I
did get that all hooked up, and that way it's a little easier. I just do not personally want to wash a dish. I'll rinse out a dish for the dishwasher, and I'll put it in the dishwasher. But I ain't physically washing up dish.
It's okay. I don't have to worry about like anything with my vehicles. I don't ever have to take out the trash.
No.
It's a give and take. So don't sit here and think that like I'm complaining about it or like that it's
No, I know.
unfair in
I'm
any
just-
kind of way.
I
Because
don't
Gary
mind.
does do plenty. I don't want to.
I clean up after myself if I cook and whatnot for the most part here
No,
and
you
there.
don't.
Well,
But it's okay.
well, now that you have a dishwasher, I just haven't really cooked since you have a dishwasher. I'll spray it out, you know. I'll spray it down so that way it's not a big chore.
Baby, you don't have to justify yourself
just
to me
saying.
or the internet. Don't
I'm
worry
just
about
saying.
it. You are just fine. But the truth of the matter is, he don't cook, he don't clean, he don't do none of that. But he
Hey,
does take
I
out
keep
the
my
garbage.
stuff- Hey, I keep my stuff
And he
organized,
does take
all right?
care
And
of
I take
all of
care
the
my
mechanics
stuff.
of everything. And he is a wonderful father and he's a wonderful husband, and it's okay. We have our deal on what we each need to do, and it works for us, and it's all good.
I take care of my stuff.
Today I'm getting spoiled, guys. He's cooking and he's cleaning today.
No.
It's my birthday. So I get a full-on break.
Yes, indeedy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Keep it nice for you.
Steve says, I'm with you, Mel. All I want for my birthday is a relaxing day. No drama, just peace. Exactly, Steve. That's all I want today. I just want to relax. I don't need anything special. I don't need special gifts. I don't need anything crazy. I just want to share love with the people that I love, like you guys right now. You guys are pouring lots of love on me. You
Yes.
guys are filling up my love tank to the max. Thank you so much. All of the birthday wishes and just you guys hanging out. It's very, very, very kind. And and then after this, after I'm done spending my time with some of my online peeps, I'm going to hang out with the family in person and have me a good day and get
Yep.
some good food. Relax. Oh, look at this. That I still got to take down Scarlett's thing. But look at what Abe made me for my birthday. He woke me up this morning and he says, look, Mama. And so Abraham made this for me. And I'll let you guys take a good look at it and take a good guess of what it is. Can you guys see it? I don't know if you could see it or not. The video kind of lags a little bit on their end. But let's see. Can you guys see it? Take your guesses on what it is. And it says, Happy birthday, Mom. Any guesses? I'll spill the beans. It says, happy birthday. And then that, I guess, is Abraham told me that this is me. And I got a camera right there. And that's one of the cardinals that I was taking videos and pictures of. And then this is the property. This is the 41.36. So he made me that beautiful picture for my birthday. And I got it hung up right over here next to the Christmas tree one that Scarlett made me for Christmas. And I still got to put that one away, but it's so cute. I like it. So, yeah, good stuff.
This paint doesn't really like to
Have tape on
have
it.
tape or anything stuck to it. Oh, no.
Did you rip the tape?
No,
I got more
curled it.
tape. I got more tape around
there's
here.
hold
Here.
up. There's a flat spot right here. I'm gonna.
You need any more?
Haha.
Perfect, perfect. You know, I've seen them, but Dennis says, you making videos? Yes, yes. Taking pictures, making videos, you know. They sell these little cases that I've seen online, and I just haven't bought them yet, but it's essentially a picture frame, and it kind of opens like a book sort of, and it has little spots to where you can put your kids' art in
That'd be
there.
good.
And it makes it very easy, so you can like update it constantly, and
That'd be
it keeps it safe too. So like at the end of the year, you have like all this art. Now, if I put everything my kids ever made me in there, it probably would never close because my kids are little artists.
We're changing out pictures off of the refrigerator
Often.
maybe
couple
every 4 hours.
Yeah, often
Like-
they like to color and they like art.
Every time we turn around, they're like, "Yeah, look at this what I
Yeah.
drew." And
Yeah,
yeah, at least you know
it's a
they're
good.
all getting old enough now to where we're not getting pictures of a line.
Yeah.
Like, keep this.
Yeah,
And it's like,
they used to do that. They used to put like 2 scribbles
you barely
on the page.
did anything on it. Come on, add more to it.
Yeah. Now Abraham has done really well where he colors on the entire page. That's what I was trying to get them to start doing, which they are doing really well. They take up and they use all the color on the whole page.
No.
So that way, because as kids, they start learning and stuff, and like Gary said, they'd put like 1 line on it and be like, I'm done. I'm like, but you still have all that
And then they
whole
want
page.
you to keep it too, and you're like, you feel bad when it's like, okay, when they're not looking, throw it away real quick. It's like, I'm not keeping that. It's a line.
Yeah. Oh, Paul says, Mel, you do know Gary's planning to give you a full back rub and massage tonight, right, Gary?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a given. That's always a given.
Yeah. No, I would think so. Me and Gary, actually, since we've had so many snow days, we've been kind of getting into some of our TV shows. Anthony suggested a good show for us to watch, and I've been sucked right in.
Yeah.
It's on Hulu, and it's called The Outsiders, I think, or just Outsiders.
Is it Outsiders or Outlander?
No, it's Outsiders.
Outsiders,
I believe.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's really good. It's definitely kind of weird, but it's really good. It's
very... I don't know. It's very, like,
I don't know if anybody else has seen it.
/ like, it draws you in.
It definitely, and it's on Hulu, and it's a TV series. I don't know if you guys ever used to watch Sons of Anarchy, but the guy that played Opie is in it. I forget the actor's name, but he was in Sons of Anarchy, and his character was Opie.
Yeah.
And then he also was in The Walking Dead, and he was like the big whisperer guy.
Yeah.
Same actor. Anyway, it's a really good show. It's about about like moonshiners. And they're like up on like the hill somewhere in Kentucky, and they live completely off grid, and it's and they have like the town down below, and the town is trying to kick them off the mountain, and they've been living up there for like generation after generation, and
it's getting really good.
It's getting good. It's definitely different and a little interesting. Definitely a little different, and it's not real. It's a TV show, but it's really cool. It's fun. Yeah, good stuff. If you guys are bored and snowed in looking for something to watch, me and Gary have been vegging out on that. Mm-hmm. In between reading manuals and learning the next steps for our builds and all the other things that we have to do.
Yeah.
Hey, the Woodhaven's in here and dropped in a super birthdays chat. Thank you. Says, happy birthday, Mel. Throw a couple back on me. Well, hey, I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I hope you're doing good, Daryl. You're doing really good stuff over on your channel, too, I've seen. Mm-hmm. I really like how your tiny cabin turned out. Very nice.
Yes, yes.
I like the wood on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Ridge Life, he saves that talk for my channel. Oh, I don't know what's going on. You guys are getting it in the comments section, ain't you? Greg Cozier says, I've seen some of it. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting show.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. A little late there, squirrel. Let me see. I think I'm on just top messages. I need to go to all messages.
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, and Greg is saying Justified is good too. I've heard of that one. I don't think I've ever seen that one though. But I have heard of that one, and I want to say that my dad was telling me to watch that. But he also, that's one of those ones where like you get really into it, and then all of a sudden they cancel the show, and it just like leaves you. And they're not making, and I know like that, so that's why I haven't gotten into it. I'm like, man, I don't want to get all into it just for them to cancel it, and then I'm not having it, and then I'm like all frustrated because I want to know how it turns out,
Right.
Yeah.
No, they've done that to a couple.
Hut and Holler Ranch wants to know, what's Gary cooking?
I'm going to be cooking some steak. I'm going to be cooking some asparagus.
Yum, yum.
And some baked potatoes.
Yes. Mm-hmm. With all the fixings on the inside, the cheese and the bacon bits and sour cream and all the good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
we're still living off of our provisions and our rations from before the storm blew through, and we're doing just fine.
Yep.
Just fine.
Yep. Our water's still flowing. Mm-hmm. Our power's still kicking on, and we're just chilling.
There's not a whole lot that we can do right now. Now, there was some suggestions. Actually, yes, my brain squirreled off. I was going to answer some questions. There were some suggestions and stuff, like we could be working on some things inside the cabin. Sure, but we'd have to drive in that to go get supplies. Like, we don't have to, we're not ready for that.
Yep.
We're not ready to be at that point yet.
And then, yeah, we're not ready to do any of that stuff just yet, because the biggest focus is the roof.
Yes.
And I can't really do anything about the roof just yet until the deck is all squared away and all that. And yeah, so there's some things that we can be doing here and there, but it's her birthday. I'm not making her work like that. I ain't doing that. It's been birthday, for the last couple of days, so.
Yeah, because Anthony's first on the 14th, and then there's mine. And then we just got that big storm and stuff. Now, Gary and I do have plans on what we want to do. There is a method to the madness.
Yep.
But we're also in one of those parts of our build, too, where we know that we're going to be getting some nasty weather. And we already have building supplies to finish up and get us to a certain point of our build towards getting the roof finished. So right now, that's our biggest goal.
Our biggest hurdle and our biggest goal. We
Yeah.
need to get onto the roof. And once everything is all said and done on the back side, we got to move over to the front side, start working on that, get that done.
Yep.
So that way we can actually do the roof.
Yeah, and we want to use some of the materials that we've already spent money on, right? Because it's like we already spent money on all these materials. We need to use them up before we go out and spend more money on materials. So,
Yep.
yeah, so that's where we're at. And we're going to start getting to work on that stuff soon. But we have other stuff we want to update you guys with in the meantime. And I was telling Gary, like, it's probably my fault. And I'm going to take full blame and full responsibility for this. I'm going to say this right now. If you guys found us because we're building a cabin and you guys are super excited for that, I welcome you. And I thank you guys for joining our journey of us moving out into the middle of nowhere and building a cabin and stuff. But I would like to also remind you that our channel's focus is not our cabin. It is our focus, yes, that is what we are spending all of our hard time on, all of our money on. That's like our big thing, is to get the cabin finished. It's a huge goal of ours that we're not going to detract from. But our channel's goal has always been and always will be just a vlog channel. We just record what's going on in our life. Some days we're working on the garden, some days we're working on the cabin, some days we're going to go sledding like today. Yeah. And we just share what we feel like we would like to share with you guys. And when I'm circling back to, I think it's probably, I'm going to take full responsibility and blame for it, because when I'm putting out videos, or at least I have in the past, some of our video content would be a lot focusing on just our build, where we'd have videos where it's like 4 videos in a row where it's night and day, all we're doing is busting butt and working on the cabin. We're out there sawing and hammering and nails, and we're putting things together, and we're building. And,
however,
and it's not showing you a whole lot of the family life stuff, right? And that's because I'm tired.
Well, no, it's not that. I mean,
yeah,
so
for me.
So my thing is with that, right? Our big priority right now is the build.
Yes, it is.
Right now, it is the build.
It is.
I mean, we literally before we came here, we sold our house, in order to build our house and to build it debt-free and to be able to do everything debt-free and to make it to where we don't have to, struggle and have this way of life that normally is set out to everybody out in society to live and everything. And we want to live a different way of life, and this is the start of it, And in order to live a normal, comfortable life, either which way you go about it, you have to have a nice home in order to live in, that you are comfortable with. That doesn't clarify like the size or anything else like that. This is what we want. This is what's going to make us happy and what we need to be able to survive happily out here, So it's coming full circle into what we need right now, but we don't have it fully yet. In order to continue on with everything that we want to do and everything, it's the one thing. It's the simple life is not so simple.
Well, I was going on the whole roundabout way of just saying that I hope that you guys enjoy being a part of our journey, and that you guys enjoy us for us too, not just for the building. And that you guys enjoy learning as we learn things. You guys enjoy spending your time with us, because we thoroughly enjoy spending time with you guys. And that my one of the things that I would like to change and move forward with our channel, Simple Life Reclaimed, in this new year is, yes, we are going to be working super hard on the cabin upstairs. That's undeniable and that's a given.
Yep.
But I would really like to focus our channel's content to highlight that it is not the center, because that's something that we get browbeaten with. So, like, and I know, ignore it, let it roll off your shoulder. It's fine, guys, it's all good. But I don't want to make anybody think that our channel is anything other than what it is. And our channel is a vlog. And I'm so thankful that you guys are with us.
Yep.
And this part of the journey is so exciting, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. But I want to share some of the other parts of it with you guys, some of our day-to-day living. And I think that a lot of people will find it to be encouraging, and when they go out to go live their adventure, or to do what we're doing similarly, they can see some of the day-to-day struggles and challenges that we face that are not always build related, because we won't be building forever. But we will be out here learning this new lifestyle. I don't plan on moving ever, so...
Nope, it ain't ever gonna happen. We ain't leaving.
Yeah.
We are here, and we are here to stay.
Yeah, and it's good, guys. It's been a lot of fun. We've learned so much since we've moved out here, just in terms of the new land and being in a different part of the country, socially, like within our local communities and stuff, with the people around us. It's so night and day different compared to when we lived in the city.
Yes.
I feel like we have changed so much for the better since we've moved out here to the South, because it's given us a space to blossom into who we've always wanted to be. And we're not there yet. We're still growing, and we're still changing and learning, and doing our best with each day. That's all that anybody can do. But I feel like out here we actually have an opportunity to blossom into who we've always wanted to be. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
I get all introspective whenever it's like birthday time. I start thinking about all kinds of stuff. Anybody else like that? Do you guys get like really reflective? I do.
Oh.
I get very, and it also, maybe
it's something to always I think it's very good for anybody that has a birthday, to have that reflection, because you are another year older, you are another year wiser, or so they say. I'm not sure
if it, or so they say. I don't know. I didn't know hot water will freeze. See how wise I am. I don't know if it has so much to do with it just being my birthday as it does the time of year. Right? We just had New Year's, and everybody gets their New Year's resolution going, and everybody starts making plans, and everybody starts doing that whole reflection time. And then I have a birthday on top of it. It's,
well, my birthday is in June, and I do it. All right. And
do you do it too?
Yes.
Okay.
But which is nice, because I have that halfway through the year. I've got to check in on myself real quick.
Check in. Progress report. Status report.
What's up?
What's going on? Where's life taking you? Do you like that road? You trying to get off? Where we need to make a sharp left turn somewhere? Yeah. Carrie Lynn Parsons says, you seem to be in your element, and it's inspiring to me. Well, you inspire me. Thank you so much for leaving such sweet comments to us and uplifting us throughout our days.
Thank you.
It very much is appreciated. Very, very much appreciated. I don't ever want anybody to be discouraged from leaving us comments, either like if you guys are in disagreement or anything, or if you guys think that we could do something better, or even like bringing up something, like we're joking about it, about the hot water freezing and stuff, because it's funny. But
it's funny. It's comical.
Don't ever
but it is also very questionable. Like, questioning on those. I mean, like, think about it, though.
Don't ever be discouraged, anybody, about leaving us comments, questions, concerns, if there's something you think we could be doing better, or if you are wondering about something.
My thought also on the whole water thing. All right, real quick.
Okay.
They sell water heaters.
True. Yeah, they do. They do.
Does that not heat the water as much as what you would think? Or does that keep it above 33?
I think that's all it does, is it just keeps it over freezing.
I'm wondering about certain things like this. That's what I'm saying. Like, what is the degree? Where is the exact?
I don't know.
I've seen somebody say, 30 33, and then I seen somebody say just above 32. But so I mean, I'm really questionable on that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm still getting happy birthday comments. Thank you guys so much. Kelly Harris says,
Paul.
my birthday is a week before Christmas. Well, happy belated birthday.
Yes, yes.
We've got a lot. There's several people that we share birthdays with. I want to say, Brenda, if you're in here, I believe it's you, my dear, if my squirrel brain is remembering correctly.
I believe so.
Her birthday is like tomorrow or the day
believe
after
so.
tomorrow. So
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, in case we don't, in case life happens, but
Yes.
hopefully we'll be popping back in. I plan on popping in, guys. Kelly says, research, Gary, research. And then Albrook Promotions, what is that noise? I don't know what kind of noise you're hearing.
I don't know.
Our kids are over in the other area playing if it sounds like little children's.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know what noise you're hearing. Maybe it's just our voice.
Yes.
Maybe. Maybe it's our microphones. Who knows? Paul says, ice expands, Mel. Yeah. I know.
Ice expands. Yeah.
I know. I know. And heat rises. I know. I do know that, okay? I do know that. But I was not aware, if airplanes had horns and that hot water would freeze faster. There are certain things. I just don't know. My public education system, yeah. Anyways, that's enough of that. Carol says, you're doing just fine. Keep up the good work and happy birthday, Mel. Thank you so much.
Yes.
There's a whole lot more to the journey that I am going to make a real effort of sharing more of that with you guys, more of what our day-to-day life is like, because I feel like some of that gets hidden in a lot of the magic, right? And like I said, the building is definitely going to maintain being one of our focuses. But I can't get mad at people when they want us just to be performing monkeys and build 24/7 if that's the content that I'm putting out. Like, it's my fault. It's all my fault. I get it. So I'm just letting everybody know that, like, I see that, and I'm going to try to make a much bigger effort that when we are building, you guys are going to see us build and stuff, but that's going to be like a portion of the video instead of the whole video.
I still say it's to each your own, because like I said,
I don't know.
It's what we're doing.
I'm tired of getting beat up in the comments, guys. I'm tired of getting like beat up over it. I'm so tired of it, and I don't want to be negative about it. I don't want to be negative about it.
It states it in a lot of other things.
I know.
They did come for that, or they did.
That's why I'm
probably
accepting
start for
the
that.
responsibility that it's my fault.
I get what you're saying.
It's my fault.
But at the same time, like I said, I know that we have very clearly said that this isn't everything, and they
I gotta
know
be better at
They know the
storytelling.
journey aspect is
I have
what
a lot
I'm
to
saying.
learn.
They should know the journey aspect per se.
How are they
right?
going to know unless I show them?
Well, in the
my
timeline, you do
fault.
talk about it in the timeline, right? You talk about it in the timeline, like anybody would understand, like, oh, these guys literally picked up everything and sold everything in Arizona to go build their house out there.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not all of it. Like, there has to be more to that. Nobody in the world is going to sell everything that they own just to go build a house and show it on YouTube, aspect right, and then that's it. Be done.
The thing is that there's
a lot of people aren't gonna just do that.
There's several other channels and stuff that are out there doing that, right? And they can, or they have contractors, or a lot of them have. Hold on 1 second. Yes.
Can I have a corn dog?
Go ahead, sweetheart.
No.
2 minutes. Okay.
A lot of people,
You're
if they're
welcome.
gonna go and move out into the nowhere and build a house, right?
Yeah.
They're not gonna show it on YouTube. Is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah,
Right?
no.
That's
The
what
majority
I'm
of people
saying.
that do what we're
Majority
doing,
of
they don't
people
put it
aren't gonna
online.
just put it
No.
online and then ghost
They don't
everybody
put it online.
afterwards. I mean, like,
Yeah.
sure, back in like the 2000s when YouTube first started coming around, people would just toss something out there and ghost, right?
Yeah, post
But
and
most people don't, if that's something that they're going to do and that's all they posted, I mean, then I would be like, okay, they're a building channel because
Yeah.
that's all they posted. That's not all we posted. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Although we
if they,
do have some really good suggestions for building
I'm just saying.
channels. Go ahead and rattle some off. Because there
Some-
are some people that really like to watch the building, right?
If
And
you
I
want-
get it, because it's very cool.
Yes. So my main channels that I end up geeking out on or watching is Matt Reisinger is he talks about the science of it and everything and the build show, and like there's a lot of people that are in just the build show and everything, but Matt Reisinger is the one that I tend to watch, and he takes me down the path of everybody else. And then there's Perkins Builder Brothers. They're awesome. Their banter back and forth, their explanations on everything, their everything like that. It's awesome, and to be able to watch the process of the building.
They remind
they're
me
strictly
of
building.
home improvement, sort of.
No.
Gug.
Yeah.
Like,
very comical aspects with that.
yeah, they're always talking smack to each other. They're very funny. You feel like you're a part of their construction crew when you're watching them.
R&R Building, like he does really great post frames and everything else like that. And his big thing that I take out from a lot of it is, yes, any post frame stuff like that, but also the metal work. Mm-hmm. You know, he does a lot of precise metal work and everything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are the three that I would say, definitely.
Yeah.
And a lot of you guys probably are, if you're here for building, you probably already watched it. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Well, they do really great videos. The style of their filming is amazing.
Yeah.
And they are definitely one where you feel like you're a part of their crew when you're watching it. Their personality shines. They're great channels. So if that's the kind of stuff that you guys enjoy watching, please go over there and let them know that Simple Life Reclaimed sent you. Maybe they'll, say hi to Gary, and Gary will be all schoolgirly one day. They said hi back. Who knows, right? But our channel, I don't want to copycat anybody. That's not us. That's not us. We have to be true to who we are and our journey and what's going on with us in our life. And that's not our story. Our story is our story, and I'm proud of our story.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about our story, and I'm proud to share it with you guys, and I'm thankful to everybody that is a part of our story, whether you know it or not. You're a part of our story.
You guys are all a part of it.
You guys are a part of it, and it makes me proud, and it makes me happy, and it fulfills, that part in me. And I do my 100% best. I just, I don't listen to it, but I mean, it's so many times. The only other thing that I could do is completely ignore, like the whole comment section or turn them off, but then I'd be ignoring you guys, and I don't want to ignore you guys. I like you guys. I get satisfaction and joy from you. And so there's no real way to avoid it. I do have a gripe that I made to YouTube, the platform. We'll see if it goes anywhere. One of my first gripes was that during these live chats, if you guys are watching them on a phone or something and you guys want to tag each other, you can't really do it from a phone.
No.
It's the little bubble doesn't pop up, so tagging people from phones, because YouTube actually was asking about my suggestions, and I was like, well, don't mind. Let me let you have a piece of my mind. So I did gripe, so maybe it'll go. So maybe the squeaky wheel will get some grease on that end, friends. And
if enough people complain about it.
If enough people complain, so if you are a content creator and if you get the survey asking, because they don't survey everybody, but they do survey a lot of people. If you get that survey in your YouTube studio and they say, oh, can you have any suggestions? Let's squeak that wheel out. Let's say, hey, when we're doing live chats, the people on the phones, they can't tag each other. You can't tag from phones. So that's a big gripe. Another big gripe is from the YouTube studio, the background side of things, what I see. There's an area where you can upload your content, and then there's comments, and then there's analytics and all this stuff. There's no way to clear your comments. So unless I heart it, there's no way to get rid of the notification, right? So as soon as you log in, if you go to comment section, you see all the comments. Mm-hmm. That's great. If you heart it, then it will show that you interacted with it, and it'll go away. So where you know, okay, that's done. If you thumb it up, it still sits there. If you thumb it down, it still sits there. So what ends up happening is that every time that you log in, I get bombarded with a crap load of negative comments or whatever that was thrown in my direction, unless I block them or delete the comment, which sometimes if it's negative, it's something crappy, but it's no reason to block them,
or
right?
Delete it.
Or delete it. They should be able to say what they want to say too. So then like you're bombarded with it because there's no way to clear it and get rid of it like off of your screen. So I'm like, that would really be very beneficial to a lot of content creators if there was a way that we can just like clear it. Hey, I read that comment, cool, don't want to see it anymore. Ignore, like dismiss. Just dismiss, but there's no way to do that. Like in the studio as a creator, there's no way to do that. The only thing you can do, like I said, is heart it, and then it like makes it go away, but you can't thumb it up. Thumbing it up doesn't make it go away. Thumbing it down doesn't do anything. So I did make that suggestion to YouTube, the platform, when they did the questionnaire. So maybe that'll go somewhere. Maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll happen. But that's why I get in those kinds of moods sometimes, guys, because it's like every time you log in, there's like, so. Oh, this is the school. And we're getting phone calls from the school. So hold on, I bet you they're not going to have school tomorrow. So, let me see. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to check out the comment section. And sorry to turn into a gripe. It's my birthday. I feel all kinds of ways on my birthday. I turn into an emotional roller coaster. I do reflection. I do looking forward. I'm having a wonderful day. I genuinely am happy.
Knew that was coming.
No school?
I knew,
I knew that was happening. I knew that was happening.
The snow hasn't gone anywhere. I mean, this is now the third day, and the snow has not gone anywhere.
Yeah.
You know?
Melody says, respectfully, if they hurt you, forgive them for what they know not what they do, and then block them after 3 warnings. Unless obnoxious, then delete right away. We celebrate you. Thank you, Melody. I appreciate that. Yeah. And I have wielded my blocking powers. Absolutely. I have. There's quite a few.
There's a few where it's like, yep, nope.
Yeah, and it depends on how they come out the gate too, right? Like if it's just like a sideways, because they'll start out with a compliment and then at the end of it, they're insulting you. That happens a lot too. Very passive aggressive. That happens a lot too. But anyways, what's going on now? I don't want to go down that road. It's my birthday. We're having a good day. I'm sorry, guys. We're having a good day. I'm sorry. I think I was just bringing all that up. I squirreled off on the thing because I want to warn you guys that we're going to be changing our content around just a little bit, going back to some of our old ways, especially right now in the next little bit when we got so much snow. We got projects we're working on, but it's nothing that's like, oh my goodness, like super intense right now. I think in the winter time, one thing that I would like to do, maybe we could work on it. And Gary's giving me the side eye because he has no idea what's about to come out of my mouth.
I have no idea. She always thinks of something.
One thing that I would like to do is we still have cardboard in the hallway. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, okay. I was like,
we still have cardboard in the hallway. I'm like sitting there like, he's confused. So remember,
what cardboard in the hallway
when we had to fix our bathtub like little thing, and we're like, oh, we're just gonna put this cardboard here. We're cutting into the drywall, and maybe we'll build a door to back there to get into the back of the pipes. Well, there's still cardboard in the hallway, so maybe we can work on that door or something, so we can get rid of it. Since we're gonna be inside, and it's something we can do on the inside. Yeah. You know what I mean? And it's not expensive or.
I was planning on doing something like that since it's winter and everything else.
And I'm not saying we have to do that in the next couple weeks. We're not going to the store and getting any supplies.
I still want to go
for a while.
Yeah, I got some stuff I got to do tomorrow, and I'm hoping that it will dry out on Thursday a bit to where we can start working on Thursday. But we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and so
playing it by ear.
The next
since
few
everything's
things,
covered in snow.
Well, and the next few like building things and like progress, you know, with homestead build and cabin builds, like progress wise that we're going to be working on. We have that huge pile. And David Moffat, I did see your question. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to ignore you. I read it and I was in the mid-sentence of something as I was reading. And anyway, to answer you about the siding, I'll answer that really quick since I'm thinking about it, and then I'll go back to what I was saying. Yeah. Siding. He was wondering, David Moffat had asked us a question about the siding. What siding are we going to use on the kids' playhouse, and what siding are we going to use on our house, our cabin? So the siding that we're going to use for the kids' playhouse is the same siding that we used for Pecker Palace and the dog's house, because it's wood that we already have that's milled. It's free. It's not the best wood, though.
However, we are going to be doing trim before we put that up.
Right.
So we're going to do some trim work around everything, the windows, the edges of the sheathing and everything, and then we'll end up putting that up for the siding wise.
So we are going to be getting on that pretty soon for the kids' playhouse, just to get that up and done and checked off the list. We don't have to worry about it. Again, we already have those materials here on site. We don't have to travel and go buy anything. So again, expenses and travel and time and all those things considered. So we are going to work on that pretty much right away. And then as soon as we get done with that, I think Gary and I are going to start working back on the deck in the back area first. We need to do some of the blocking, and then we're going to start building going up to do the roof for that area and connecting the roof together. And then we can go back over there, but we'll bring you guys along with all of that. But those are the only building things that we're going to be working on as of right now. And until those things are done, that's what's on our plate until further notice. So when you see us finish those things and move on to the mudroom, then the whens of the siding and then the whens of the this and the that can be more relevant, but right now it's not really relevant. As for the siding that we're going to be using for the house, the cabin up here, it's not going to be the same siding. We're actually, we're looking at purchasing some siding, probably from our local S&W hardware store here in Booneville. We have a really good working relationship with the owner, Doug, over there. He's amazing. Love you, Doug. Don't know if you're ever going to watch this, but shout out to you.
Yes, yes.
Anyhow, he's got a company that he works with that sells some of the siding. Now, we always call it a cabin because to me it is a cabin. First off, a cabin is a small structure made out of wood located in a remote wild area. We fit the criteria. Second thing, when we put the siding on the house, it's 100% going to look like what you would think of when you think of a cabin. My preference would be that they would be like a foot deep, a foot wide log planks that are flat on the one side that we can put up on the zipboard system. My preference would be that they are kind of rounded. So that way, when you're looking at it, it has like that 3D, like
old Lincoln
log look to it. Obviously, it's siding, so it's not like legit. It's like a faux log cabin, but I don't care. It's going to be just great for me.
It's going to look like one.
It's going to look like one. Now, however, it's going to come down to the mighty dollar, right? So if the rounded one, when we go to purchase it, is like too much expensive compared to the flat ones, we're going to go with the flat ones, and it will kind of look like how Paul the Bearded Carpenter does his log cabins.
Yep.
So we haven't fully decided because we're not ready to purchase it yet. Right now, we're just kind of like ballparking and getting our budgeting and stuff together, getting numbers and availabilities, making phone calls, making lists. And that's the stage that we're at right now. So, but when you look at the cabin, like how thick these blocks are, it's gonna, I would prefer that they even be thicker than that. So, hold on.
No.
Yes?
I'm so sorry for interrupting.
What's up, sweetheart?
Daddy, I'm on Unit 10 test.
Okay, you just give us 1 minute, baby.
Yeah, we're actually going over our
gonna-
time. We
we're gonna
sat
be
here and
getting outta here.
blabbed for too long, so I'll be getting off of this and we'll come help you with that, okay?
Okay.
Love you, baby.
Love you too.
Julia just finished one of her tests. We actually ran way over our time. We were
We're
only
a
going to hang
bit
out
over
for
it,
an
yeah.
hour, but we sat here and blah, 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 blah.
We can do that.
Yeah, I'm having fun with you guys. You guys are the best.
We can
Definitely
do that.
uplifting in the spirits.
Yes.
But yeah, Julia is trying to do, wish her luck, Julia is trying to do skeet shooting.
Yep.
Like competition.
Sport
Skeet
shooting.
And so she has some tests and stuff that she has to finish off to be legal beagle and everything. And wish her luck. But she just finished off one of her tests and she wants Daddy to go take a look at it before she turns it in.
No. I'm going to make sure that it's all good, and then she's going to be having to do her practice exam, and then she's going to be doing the exam. So.
Drew's Lens says, it's a cabin. It is a cabin. Yeah, we get a lot of baloney over it not being a real cabin.
Yeah.
And that it's just a house, and why do you call it a cabin and stuff, you know? But it's a cabin. It's a cabin.
You know, so let's go back on that a little bit, right?
Tell them how you feel, babe.
Well, so originally, you know, as we're doing all the block work and everything else like that, we were still moving around a lot of the logs, and we were trying to build, before we even got the foundation work done and everything else like that, you know, we were trying to build the foundation to be able to support the logs. Because if you were thinking about it in your mind and everything else like that, it's a lot of weight. One log weighs freaking tremendous amount, you know, and then when it dries out and everything, it all fluctuates, right? So trying to calculate for the weight and everything else like that, and trying to move around these big huge logs on top of where we are right now. And me and her had to sit there and think about it after, you know, said we're putting down these basements and we're looking at it and we're looking at the basement and we're like, man, we're gonna need like serious cranes and serious everything else to just be able to move around these logs.
Yeah, because we tried and they are very heavy.
So
And,
we definitely immediately moving around all those, we definitely thought about it afterwards and everything. And we're like, you know what? Let's not do that, because it's going to be an extreme amount of work and it's going to be dangerous work.
Yeah.
To where if any mishap happens, that's a log coming crashing down.
Yeah.
Or a whole log wall, or, you know, yeah. So we went around it to where it's stick frame and we can put planks up there and make it look like it. It's a lot easier and safer, and we can build it more energy efficient than a whole log.
Right.
Anyway, so.
Right. And it came down to, you know, skill level, safety, and finances and all of that. And believe it or not, this was the better way to go.
It's a lot safer, finances wise, it's easier. Not only that, but energy efficient wise, it's easier for us to do it the way that we're doing it.
Yeah.
So
I got a squirrel question. Squirrel from Deborah Warren. Thank you, Deborah. She says, happy birthday, Mel. I love your hair. Do you have hair extensions? I'm asking because sometimes it looks shorter, but either ways, it always looks great. Stay warm. I will answer the elephant in the room, friends. Yes, I wear hair extensions. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Sometimes my hair looks darker, sometimes my hair looks lighter. I have fun with it. I don't see, there is zero shame in my game.
I feel like she does it to try to fool me.
Keep him on his toes.
Or it started that way, and now she does it just because.
No, and there's no special reason. It's not like some days I'm like, oh, you know, I'm getting all dolled up for any reason in particular. I'm a girl, and sometimes I feel like it, and sometimes I don't. So sometimes I'll look super scrubbed out without any makeup on, my hair in a big old rat's nest or whatever, and I'm wearing baggy clothes, and that's just how I feel that day. Sometimes I feel like getting ready and, you know, putting makeup on and doing my hair or whatever, and there's literally zero reason other than I woke up and decided I wanted to that day. There's no reason to it. But I enjoy it. It's very easy. I do it myself, and yeah, I like it. Thank you for the compliment. And I will encourage you that if you ever thought of getting some and you were scared for whatever reason, there's nothing to be scared about. No. And I think it's probably way better than, like, you guys have seen my hair go through so many different changes where I've bleached it and I've done all this stuff, and then it gets all short and patchy and it's nasty looking. I probably will never bleach it again. I'll probably only put in tracks if I want like blonde hair, or if I want lighter for whatever reason.
Just clip-ins, right?
These ones are just clip-ins. They're not sewn in or anything.
Just
it's like a barrette. It's like a barrette.
What it is, because I'm happy that
it's a clip on a track.
You have a clip-in.
Yeah, it's a track. It's a track weft. I don't know if you guys, the men are like, I don't want to hear none of that. It's a track weft, and then on the end of it, it has a clip, and so it literally just barrettes into your hair, and it blends really good, and it looks really. I think it looks good. You can't tell where my hair begins and my clip-in, but I'll tell you right now, it's right here. That's my hair, and underneath here somewhere too. I got no shame in my game, guys. No. There, that's my hair. This is my natural hair, and then this is the hair extension. So my hair is like, it gave me like that much. But anyway, squirrel. I will answer the elephant in the room, because I do get questions about my hair, because I do like to change it up often. Sometimes you guys will see it, like I said, I change it up, and so then people do wonder. But it's not a secret if my hair's this short and then all of a sudden it's down to my butt, like. I don't.
Obviously, something's going on there.
Something's going on, right?
Yeah.
Drew says Lindsay got sewn in ones once and it was a disaster. Yeah, they can. So, if you don't have somebody that, I'm not throwing any shade on that person, but sometimes it depends on the type that they use too and how they braid it underneath. If you're gonna do sew-in ones, you really need to have a good braider. Like, they have to be very good, especially with like white girl hair, it braids differently than like African American hair or Indian hair. It's different textured. So the sew will last different, and you have to use different stuff. Then it's a different.
So I did a good job.
Yeah, I used to make him do it too. To my
Heck
hair.
yeah, I did it. Have you ever
Not to
seen
his
the
head, to my head.
Have you ever seen the price on what that cost for that to happen? I was all
Yeah, and I'm all about that bargain, so I'm not gonna.
No,
I will just learn and do it
like,
myself.
Yeah, I figured that one out. I'm so happy now that you use those clip-ins.
And I do my hair like I wash. I literally can do it like the amount of time that it takes, to blow dry your hair. Like most women, they blow dry it and they curl it or whatever. Like I already have it all clipped and tracked in, and we're good to go. Like in the less amount of time, it's very quick.
I would get my hands all like carpal tunneled and like locked into weird, like this weird, like hand. Yeah, I turned into the scary movie guy or whatever. It's my strong hand. Yeah, that was me.
Melody, his blessings, thank you so much, says, wow, we decree Julia passing with flying colors now. In Jesus' name, favor in God, and man now in Jesus' name. Yes, thank you so much. Received. Amen. We appreciate that very much. Julia is very excited to do the skeet classes and the courses. And we're very proud and excited for her,
I'm
too.
super excited and proud of her because she's, wanting to do that aspect. And that's something that I want all my kids to learn and know because it's something that you can take with you for the rest of your life. How to provide for yourself. If worst comes to worst, if she doesn't ever use it, she at least will know how to do it.
Yeah.
And that's a skill to always have. I feel like
it'll be, and it's just an education, so that way she can tell the difference between the different styles of pew-pews and everything else, and know how to arm them, disarm them, clean them, what to do with this, what to do with that, and most importantly, how to use them. Which she already knows. We've already given her lessons, but this will hone in that skill.
This will hone it in, and she will have that much more respect for it, regardless.
Yeah. Yep. Today's good. Today's going to be a good day, though.
Today's going to be a great day.
Hut and Holler Ranch, have you tried the Halo style, Mel? Yeah, the Halo style is good. I think if you have, depending on the length that you're trying to go, right? So, like, if you have medium length hair, like if your hair is, like, right here, and you're trying to go here, and you're just using a halo, they're not full enough. They don't have enough so that it doesn't blend as well, and it looks really choppy, and it doesn't look right. Where you could use a halo, but you're probably going to still need a couple of clips too, just so that way it blends. However, if your hair is, if you're only trying to extend it by an inch or two or just add fullness, halos are perfect. Like, great, fantastic. So, yeah. See, I have knowledge about some things, but it's that useless information that doesn't matter. I know about halos, but I don't know that hot water will freeze. Gotta love it, guys. Gotta love it.
Yes.
I didn't grow up in the city, not me. David Moffat says Julia is the best learner because she wants to, not because she is forced to. Exactly. She really wants to do this. This is something that she's been asking us for. We're going to have to go and get her own pew-pew. Julia is... Our kids are all growing older, Julia's going to be 12 this year, which is, like, crazy. I can't believe it. I can't believe it.
Absolutely nuts.
Like, there's this one picture that Anthony took of all of the kids when we first moved out here, the very first summer, and the kids just looked, they were all mud puddle. They were all like filth. I think you guys know the picture. Some of you do, some of you don't, but there's a picture. Abe, Julia, Scarlett, and Wyatt. When we first moved out here, we were living in the trailers and stuff, didn't hardly have nothing set up, and it rained really, really good, like torrential downpour, and it was one of our very first torrential downpours. Well, we had just had all that road work and stuff done, so there was still very loose, like, mud gravel areas and everything, and the kids, what'd they do? Belly flop in the mud puddle, like little piggies. And there's a picture of the kids where they're like standing in a line with their arms all around each other. It's one that is definitely going in a frame. And anyway, they're all smiling, and you look at that picture and then you look at how big they are now, and I'm like, geez, it hasn't even been that long. But our kids are just in that pivotal age where every year they are growing
a lot.
so much in that 1 year, like huge differences.
Which
so.
is why we needed to move quicker, you
Yeah.
know, and sooner than we all were really wanting to either, you know.
That's why we needed to move as fast as we needed to move, because it
There's
was like
no time like tomorrow, you know.
no
You
time
got-
like the present.
Well, yes. Whatever.
I know what you meant.
You know what I mean. I'm getting crazy.
Well, it's that, and that's why we decided, like, this last summer, to take a lot of that time and do a lot of the animal stuff and a lot of the other projects with the kids. And I know that this summer we're going to be spending a lot of time with the kids too, but this summer we, instead of having those other projects to kind of distract us, we are going to be putting a lot of work in on our cabin and on our homestead. So we're
That
going to
way we
have
can-
less things to go squirrel
We
on.
can try to enjoy the fuller years, the next years to come. you
Yeah.
know? I mean, I'm really looking forward to the next year and the year after that and the year after that because
I'm
it's gonna be.
I'm looking forward to today.
Well, I'm looking forward to today too, you know. But I'm really looking forward to those fuller years, you know, the years that we are going to be fully enjoying our homestead and
Can I
enjoying
help
this
you?
time out here because we're not going to have to focus so much on the build
Okay.
and everything. That's where I'm looking forward to.
But I
So,
just wanna
but
call.
we are going to end up having to call this one here, babe.
I know,
We're
we've been
way
sitting
past-
yakking and yakking. My mom and Brittany should be here sometime.
Momentarily.
Yeah, like any time now. I told her, I said, because she called me and she says, what time do you want me to come over? And I said, well, because I was having a very lazy morning. I got to sleep in. I stayed in my jammies until it was almost 11 o'clock, y'all, and that never happens.
Yes.
Like, these snow days and like this excuse that it's my birthday, I am milking it because I never get that. I'm like, it's a snow day. That means that I get to just loaf and relax and, you
Yeah.
know, doodle around.
Yeah.
But my mom and Brittany said they were going to be here around 2, and it's after 2, so they're probably seeing that we're still live, and they're like,
Yeah.
shut up, I want to come over. Quit yakking. I want to come visit, all right?
already.
Quit yakking already.
No.
Lila Newton, any bunnies? Lila.
No, not yet.
Not yet, Miss
It's
Lila.
probably going to happen to either tonight or in the morning tomorrow.
You see that little finger? You saw that little finger,
More than
didn't you?
likely.
Somebody saw the finger.
No.
Come over here, Wheeze. You can come over here. Somebody came in. Come on. Right here.
They're trying to get us out of here and off of it already.
Yeah. Are
So.
you?
It's
you
been like an hour already.
I know. Mom can talk, huh?
Yes. Mama, I thought you were right there and Dad was right there.
Oh, yeah?
See?
Oh, because it doesn't look like a mirror.
Because it does look like, or it doesn't, it's not mirrored. I mean, it is mirrored, but it's not mirrored. It's the weirdest way to like, describe it because if it was a mirror, I would be on this side. But at the same time, it's not the way that people would see us, you know?
Why?
Because if you're looking at it, you'd still be able to read everything, but I still would be on this side. But that's where the mirror aspect, that's mirrored, but it's not mirrored. It's flipped,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Because
So that way you people can see it. But yeah, it's weird. It's odd. I'm sorry.
So, if it was mirrored, you wouldn't be able to read anything.
Well, no, exactly. But it
Yeah.
is mirrored because it's, I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, we have been vlogging some, guys. We're going to be recording some more content of, you know, some things that we get into that around here. I hope that you guys enjoy hanging out with us today.
Yes.
I hope that you guys enjoy hanging out with us on Simple Life Reclaimed, coming very soon.
Am I not?
Are
Is
you
my
not
mic
on?
turned off? No, I'm on. I'm good.
Oh.
Sorry if you can't hear me.
Be louder, babe.
Whatever. Oh, jeez.
Jeez, that was pretty
You could hear that, I bet.
Yeah, you can hear Abe. All right, well, friends, I want to thank you so much for spending, golly, like an hour and a half with us today. We didn't plan on staying on this long, but I'm happy that we did. We surely missed you guys.
We had a nice little birthday live. And
It was a great live chat, guys. Thank you for... Oh, thanks for the sub.
thanks.
And thanks for being with us today. And we are going to we're going live again tomorrow, but on Simple Life Reclaimed tomorrow night. And we will more than likely be hanging out with you guys tomorrow morning here on Real Talk. I'm thinking, since guess what? Your school called? No school tomorrow.
He's all,
Yes!
I remember these days in Idaho, man. Like you'd sit around
No school
the radio.
tomorrow.
Yeah, they didn't call us back in my day
Like,
or whatnot.
Sunday, Monday.
We'd
No.
have to wake up and sit next to the
Friday,
radio and
Sunday,
be like,
Monday, Tuesday,
county so and
Wednesday.
so is no
Today's
school.
Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday.
Okay.
And there was a lot of counties in Idaho. So we'd sit there and be like, is it my county? Is it my county?
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Nope.
Yeah. In a row.
Bye.
In a row. I know. I'm gonna faint. You gonna faint?
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. Tiny.
What's that?
It's the tiny hand. It's the tiny hand. There we go. Anyways, I'm thinking tomorrow morning maybe we'll do some cooking, and Abe has been a big helper
Yay.
with me in the kitchen lately, huh?
Mhm.
You can tell him what we cooked the other day? The breakfast?
Oh yeah, we cooked waffles,
And?
No.
eggs,
And?
bacon.
That's right. And Abe has been a very good helper with me in the kitchen. Do you want to do a real talk with me tomorrow morning, maybe? We can cook breakfast with everybody? You don't
No.
have to if you don't want to.
I do.
You do? Okay. All right. Well, it's a date then, friends. We'll see
Yeah.
you guys here on Real Talk tomorrow morning. It'll be a Cooking with Mel and Abe episode. Maybe we'll get some breakfast going and have us a nice coffee and a chat and some breakfast. And then we will be live tomorrow night on Simple Life Reclaimed. And I'm going to be trying to cook up a video for you guys for Thursday. A new video on Simple Life Reclaimed. So we do have content coming down the pipe. No, we're not going to be building, but we're going to be doing a lot of living. And I
Yes.
hope that you guys enjoy hanging out with us while we do so. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. And all of the birthday wishes. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for loving on me. You guys truly make my day.
You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Well, we're going to get running. And you guys know the drill. Until the next one, friends, we love y'all. And we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Bye.
Later.
My head was a